And then of course I fill in the usual details. Yeah. Nature is low because this is a semi-nightmare. Nightmares are fairly rare. The story was actually kind of decent though. And for the most part I recall the story considerably okay. The scenery is kind of vague, so I'm going to end up with 3 question marks on that. Yeah, I just now remembered another detail. This occurred during the day. That wasn't actually in my notes, but I'm very certain that it was that. 92% certain. Which, for dreams, 80% is the threshold. Fun, this dream really wasn't much fun at all. 1. It was quite scary. Hints of a nightmare. But it was also kind of weird. After all, who knows if a gun that shoots CDs, compact discs, and floppy disks, you know? That is really kind of weird. But this is where the problem comes in. It wouldn't go in the scary category because this is also in that kind of zone. 4 starts the point at which the category is determined. But since these are tied, they go into the other category. The exception is fun because it takes priority. So that's the only reason this goes into the unknown or the other territory. Yeah, the scenery is vaguely recalled, though sometimes I do end up typing some random number in. 6, the story, that's quite well. I need another question mark on the weird, because there might be details I don't quite know about. 12% does not get that. 8. That's mostly just moderate details. Okay, so 8 there. No exclamation here because that's above 8, but less than 80. And of course that's the usual title that I throw in. Do the general calculation, negative 2.5 to 1.2. One and a 4. And you might notice here though, negative 2.5 here. Base values, although most part here it all covers, but the negative, you might be wondering why that doesn't match. That's because of the way the compatibility system is designed. And of course, in this case, since this one's greater than 1, I know it's got to be negative. And in this case, negative 1.8. Nightmares and scary dreams, you actually expect that. 3 question marks there. That one's got a borderline between 2 and 3. But you might also be wondering, why do I put in that for x's though? Well, 1. So for this one here I put a 1 in. This dream was quite scary, so it ended up causing those. But the rest of them are above. Except for this one, which kind of doesn't count. But for the other dreams, there is a unique difference, the reason for it being here. And as I stated earlier, just copying the darn template again, I put in scary, nightmare, weird. That's the two categories it would be. Nightmare revolves around this. If this was 6 and up, of course it ends up in the nightmare category. If this was 6 and up, it'd end up in the weird category. Category 4, Category 7, Category 8. These are the best. You might expect that, though. Okay, now that that's done, the next thing I do, got this template up here again. Okay, do this usual change here. Okay, increase 1 here and then 1 to the category. And here I'm seeing that there's a 71, 72. So that means, make that a 3 through. It takes a minimum of 3 dreams in a category to get the through. Here there's 4 of them. Gotta wonder why. And since I've officially completed this before July 13th, I changed this. Okay, and then I scroll up to the top. Let's document has not been updated. Those parts down there technically don't count as they are applied to this. New dreams last added July 12th at 11:24 p.m. or yuck m as I often say. And that essentially completes that. The dream journal is now done. Unless, of course, I get another dream upon waking up tomorrow. And of course, in that case, I'd add that and then update accordingly.